Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory once again, going to be continuing our single player playthrough. Yes. Before we get started there, it is Monday, so hopefully you all had yourselves a great weekend, and thank you and welcome to the newest subscribers of the channel. You guys are awesome, and also thank you to the people that have stuck around with me so far. You guys are also awesome. Always. It blows my mind every week. We're always gaining subs, always gaining new people. It's freaking great. Yeah. Anyway, so, also being Monday, we have to go through what we did over the weekend, which was a Sunday on the Boostroid episode. We collected a whole bunch of crap that we need to process. So first things first, let's just go ahead and do our ceremonial emptying of the inventory of the random crap that we have either collected over the last week or, just whatever needs to go in here. We'll just go ahead and get all that sunk. And then we need to go over here and we needed to put our processing center to work. So if you're kind of new here or whatnot, or haven't really seen this, we have built this processing center. Basically, all of the creature remains that you put inside this box, as well as the slugs, will be processed down into stuff. So, just as a quick little thing here, if we look at our slugs, this is actually a process that duplicates items, not through a glitch, not through mods, just through the normal gameplay, the natural gameplay as intended by the developers, and that is a guarantee. Anyway, so but if you look at your slugs here, each blue slug equals 1 power shard. Let's just search for each yellow slug, which is 1 slug to 2 power shards, and then each purple slug is 1 slug to 5 power shards. Now, we're not going to do the purple slugs today. I'm actually thinking about keeping some of the slugs, but I will do 1 of each just to kind of show you how my little process works here. And then if we look at our remains, each, doesn't matter which remain it is, 1 remain to 1 alien protein, as you can see there. All those recipes. It doesn't matter which. And then if you go to something else we're going to be making, which is the DNA capsules, that is 1 alien protein to 1 DNA capsule. So basically, with this system though, using the summer sloops inside the machines, which doubles the output of each machine. When it comes to the remains, we turn 1 remain into 2 protein instead of just 1 with the machine, and then we take that 1 protein. Just 1 of those 2 proteins, and then we turned it into 2 DNA capsules, and basically quadrupling the amount of DNA capsules we get out of that. And then we take those DNA capsules, we sink it into the awesome sink in that box right there, and then it turns into tickets essentially. So, and that is the Fix-It coupons that we use to buy stuff. So we have 113 left. Which is still quite a bit, but we still need to gain more. But first, let's go ahead and do the slug thing. So bang, bang, bang. And like I said, I'm only going to do... What is it? Yeah, I only want to split the stack. We're just going to do 1 of each. Because the reason is because I want to keep these now. I want to start using them as decoration at some point. So, but yeah, just kind of show you how this process works. We'll just go ahead and go inside this box. So this is the output belt right here. Anything that cannot be sorted by this programmable splitter goes back into this system and then goes back into a loop. This is basically just in case I accidentally put something in this box that the system cannot sort, then it just loops so it doesn't block up any machines or any splitters or anything like that. So we'll just go ahead and go bang, bang, bang. And there goes all the slugs. See, they've been processed down to this one. And they go around this way. They're actually going in backwards, which is strange. And then they're going in forwards. But yeah, see, they go into these different machines, which then gets turned into 2 power shards there, 4 power shards there, and then this one, when it gets done, 10 power shards using the summer sloops. So that is pretty much that system there. And then I'm actually quite proud of this. Yeah, quite proud of this system. It's actually really nice. We will be taking all of the remains though, which we have plenty, quite a bit. Okay, so we're gonna go bang, 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 and bang. There. Now you can see how the system works. Throw in our hatchery remains. As you can see, they go right back to this machine. Now, if this machine gets full, which it will here in a second, there you go. See, it gets full, then it goes right back into and just circulates the box until there's more room in that machine. And it just keeps circulating and circulating. And that'll do that with all the rest of the remains as well. So yeah, once this machine gets full, bang, sends the rest of it down the line. And it just keeps circulating until it's empty, which is pretty nice. So yeah, let's go over here. How many tickets did we earn over the last week? Let's go ahead and find out. 29, that ain't bad. Now, you probably would have thought, oh, you expected way more than that. Well, the thing is we're starting to get into the realm of where tickets cost so dang much that one ticket is a lot of resources. But that's okay. 29 tickets. That's way more than I had when I started the boost rate episode, which I use basically in the boost rate episode. I use a lot of ammo, and I use a lot of explosives, and I always end up spending tons of tickets on it because I don't have a factory making that stuff right now. So, but it's okay. The stuff is still circulating. So while that circulates, let's go ahead and get into what we're going to do today. So today we're going to continue our steel factory. If you weren't here over last week, basically we ran into an issue. We ran into a major issue when we were building our train line over here. This is all temporary, by the way. All these little factories you see scattered around, these are all temporary factories just to keep resources up. And then as I replace these temporary factories with permanent ones, which are going to be the ones that will take through the rest of the game, then those factories, or these factories will disappear when the permanent ones get into place. But yeah, we were coming over here. We were going to build a modular engine factory last week, but we ran into an issue where our train line basically comes from the desert canyon way down there, ends up over here, ran into our steel factory. Basically, while building our modular engine factory, basically what's going to happen is the train lines are going to go through the modular engine factory, and then the train stations that are for the modular engine factory are going to be in the middle. You see these two blocks here, these two red ones that make a line. That's where the train station is going to be. And then once it goes out the back, then the two train lines going one train line going each direction is going to reconvene back on the other side of the factory and then continue onwards over there. But basically, we ran into our steel factory while we were doing construction, and we're like, okay, well, we need to get rid of the steel factory. This is our temporary one, which builds us steel beams and steel pipe out of coal and iron ore. Just raw coal and raw iron ore. Just the standard recipe, which is that turns into steel ingots, and then we got steel beams and steel pipes. So we got to move this factory, essentially prompting us to then build the permanent steel factory, which is this big freaking structure over here, built out of steel walls, steel beams, concrete on the bottom just for a bit of variety for the base, as well as you can kind of not see it. It kind of blends in. That's because we painted the concrete last week underneath there to make it look like the rock. It was basically the same color as the rock. We can't make it look like rock, but we can definitely paint it like one. Paint it like the rock structure that it's sitting on top of. And then, yeah, so this is the bridge, basically. But yeah, this is our steel factory. And we got two train lines, one in, one out, coming out of there, which is going to connect up to this bridge via an intersection. But yeah, this is built out of the large billboard the large billboard signs, which is on the gradient effect. Basically, you have black on one end and red on the other, and it kind of gave this a gradient effect to orange, which is pretty cool. It made it look like liquid metal, which is my new band name, my new rock metal band name. I like that. It's like there's got to be a band called Liquid Metal. I mentioned this in the Boost Rate episode, but still. But yeah, it makes it look like kind of liquid metal. It'd be cool if it was flowing, but that's okay. We don't need special effects. But yeah, it does give it a gradient effect. And since these are signs, and we've got the lumen on, we got lumen, global illumination from Unreal Engine 5, that basically projects all the light when it's dark out. It projects all the light onto the sand out front here, and on the sand to the sides, and the lumen goes so far to hit that freaking cliff face over there during the dark times as well, during the dark nights, which is pretty crazy. So that's pretty much that. Let's go ahead and go inside, basically get us kind of caught up here, and then we'll go back and check on that facility there. So we got 4 train stations underneath here, one bringing in coal ore, one bringing in coal, one bringing in iron ore, which is painted like that. Actually, I don't know why I painted it like I did, but it's okay. That's actually okay. But basically rust with the kind of irony blue, I guess. And then coal is the black with the WSI blue. And then we've got steel beams export, and we've got steel pipe export, and they've both got this red on them, which is kind of slightly faded red, but it is red. Basically makes it look like it's the same color scheme as the pipes and the beams, the steel pipe and steel beam. And then we got a staircase in the middle, which dawns all of our lights for right now. These are signs, by the way. Label signs. You just turn up the illumination all the way to the max, to the moon, and then paint it, or then set the screen color to white, and it just works as colors. So right here we've got our logistics floor, which has nothing in it, of course. And then if we go to the next floor up, this is going to be our production floor. So we're actually going to have a tiered floor where half of the floor is going to be on one level, and the other half of the floor is going to be on the other level, essentially. Because we're going to have so many machines in here that it needs that. So here is our numbers right here. We need 3,000 coal or 3,000 iron ore, and then we need to produce 3,000 iron ingots, and then we need to be producing 4,500 steel ingots per minute, which produces our 750 steel beams and our 1,000 steel pipe. Now, if we actually look at that, the reason that we need to make iron ingots is because we actually look at here. We're using, oops. Whoa, no. Why did that pop up? Oh, there goes a bunch of crap in my inventory. Let's upload those. Get them out of here. Okay. Happens. Not steel wall. That's one of my blueprints. That's what I used to build this. As you can see, if we go to, yeah, see, there's the blueprint mode. These are all blueprints in 4 foundation wide. Otherwise, it would have took forever to build this, which it still took a while. It just didn't take forever as it would have. Anyway, distractions. Okay, steel ingots. So we're actually using the solid steel ingot recipe, and this is because the solid steel ingot uses slightly less coal and slightly less iron. It's only 1 less, but instead of producing 45 per minute, it produces 60. So that is why we're using that. So pretty crazy steel factory. That's why it's so big. You're just like, oh, that's way too big for a steel factory. It's like, not really. With the numbers we're working with, yeah. And you know what? This funny is this is all to produce phase 4 at 5 per minute of each item. So each item is going to be producing 5 per minute, including the nuclear pasta, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, it's all to produce that. So I cannot get out of here. Like, please let me out. Yay. There's actually a 2-tiered wall as well, or 3-tiered wall. just to make that work, which is pretty nuts. And we got our temporary screw factory rack. And the other reason we need to produce so much steel is because we're going to be doing the steel screws recipe, which produces a crap load of screws because we need, what was it, something like 8,000 some odd screws per minute, which is freaking insane. Let's take some of this and let's help this machine out a little bit. Yeah, I really should have, what I should do is I should revamp this to pull it into one container and then split it back out amongst the machines so that it just works. I think that'd be way better. Let's separate this. No, stop auto-stacking. Okay, well, we'll do 25 in each. No! Give me that! That is not what I tried to do. At least I didn't think. There we go. Alright, you go there. You go there. You go there. And you go there. Okay. And then you go there. You go there. You there. And you there. Okay. Also, what's wrong with this system here? What are you out of? You're out of reanimated Sam again. I need to go to one of the boxes and go grab a crap load. This is producing our fluctuators. What are we out of here? We got plenty of that. You know, I might just leave. Well, much quartz crystal? We don't have too much. We need cable. There, have all this cable. And this one's producing our crystal oscillators at the moment. The reason I needed a hand-fed factory was because of that freaking thing. Literally hundreds and hundreds of crystal oscillators went into building that. It's freaking insane. It's not even done yet. We'll see what happens, but yeah, that's probably one of the very few factories that's actually going to have that kind of wall, because doing that out of signs can lag the game out massively if you get too many going at once, because of all the lumen that's being calculated. It's freaking insanity. Oh yeah, so let's let that factory get done there. I'm gonna go ahead and sync what I have while that's doing its thing. The stuff we accidentally grabbed. Also, let's grab some packaged fuel. I got a packaged fuel factory making packaged fuel for me. What was this doing? So, oh, this was doing my black powder. That's right. Not that I'm using it. I'm just buying the stuff still. Okay, are we done? Yes, we are. We are officially done. Good, good, good. That's a lot of DNA capsules. Oops. Okay, let's grab all of the DNA capsules. DNA. All the ones that got uploaded. And let's go ahead and throw them in the sink. Alright, so... okay, we do have one ticket in there. Leah, look how many points. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2... That's over 3. Probably somewhere around 4 million per ticket. Which is freaking insanity. Oh, we actually have maxed out our oscillators in the sink. Sweet. Throw those in there. Yeah, we're finally getting to where this is going to be. There's a stockpile 500 in there, which is nice. Okay, so you can see now that we have no tickets in our sinks now. However, in this second bar here, this is the DNA points until next coupon. Each one of these DNA capsules is worth 1,000 points, and just like the normal numbers required to go up, the amount of DNA capsules that you need per ticket goes up as well for each ticket that you create. So we're going to throw these in here, and off they go. They see 62,000 points. That is 62 DNA capsules per ticket right now. Let's see, what's the next number? Yeah, it's still 62,000. Okay, as you can see, that goes up there. See, yeah, it's still 62,000. Yep, still 62,000. It is going though. They are being sunk. So we'll see how many tickets we get once this is all done here. Alrighty then. Now that that's done, how many tickets did we get? 22. Not bad. Yeah, we have nothing left to buy, by the way, in the store. We have everything in the store completely unlocked. We actually go here. So fix the specials. Other than the statues. The statues obviously are way too much. I'm not going to sit here. If I was to sit here and wait for tickets for that, I would do the 1,000 to get the golden nut, because there is an achievement for that. But then I'd wait for the rest of these. So, but yeah, underneath the fix it specials, other than those tickets, obviously we have a boombox on us, because you need to be able to buy multiples. All the stuff in management is completely done. Everything in organization completely done. Everything in the customizer completely done. Everything in the foundations completely done. Everything in the walls completely done. Everything in architecture completely done. And in equipment, obviously, you can just buy. And then, of course, the parts, you can just buy as many as you like for everything. So, but yeah, that works perfect there. So we are good to go on that. Can I upload any more computers? No. Okay. It's just that I have so many computers. So hopefully, yeah. Very good. Very good. All right. So let's get back to it. So, like I said, today's plan is to continue on with the steel factory. We're going to try and get production with the logistics floor, the production floor and the logistics floor. We gotta build those simultaneously, essentially. So. We're going to go ahead and head over and do that real quick. Well, I say real quick. It's going to take a minute, obviously. But yeah, we've got a lot to do. Can I make it up there? Nope. I can do this, though. Which is stand on me, because it's a tiered window. Or tiered window, tiered wall. Needs to like stand up there. Okay. So we need to figure out how we're going to organize all this, because we need 40 smelters. There we go. We need 40 smelters doing iron ingots. We need 30 foundries doing steel ingots. We need 20 machines doing steel beam and 20 machines doing steel pipe. And then we need to figure out how we're going to get to these numbers right here, because we need these inputs. We need 3,000 coal and 3,000 iron, which we're going to be hunting around the map for, using our train line to an advantage here in order to get those numbers. It's going to be pretty insane. We're probably going to have to after we build this, the steel factory is going to have to be swapped over to here while it's making for a while, and even if it's not fully operational, just so we can move that other steel factory, get at least the base of the modular engine factory finished, where the train stations are and where the train lines are, and then we can get the train lines over here connected, and then we can go out and actually put the train lines to the test, and getting them importing the stuff, because we already have a couple of spots that we're going to be either where we're going to be putting down train stations, as well as we've got a spot where we can get iron already, get that hooked up to the train station, get train line full of iron over here. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the smelters are going to be down on this level, obviously. So we need 40 of those. That's a lot. that is a lot of smelters. We want a foundation of space at least around the outer edge. We'll probably give each one of these smelters their own factory, or their own foundation. Yeah, we'll put it like here, like that. Then we'll hold control, get this in the middle of the foundation, and see how many we can fit. Alrighty, so got the smelters in place. We got all 40 of them here. They're all set to fully overclocked on iron ingots. We're going to be building this factory as if it's on Mark V belts. And then once we have those Mark V belts, then we'll come back in and redo the factory. So it's not going to be... The reason I'm doing it this way, though, is because we're actually really close to Mark V belts. And the amount of steel that we need to produce right now does not need to be at 4,500 steel ingots, 750 steel beams, 1,000 steel pipe. We don't need that right now. So we're going to set this up as if it's Mark V belts, and then once we have Mark V belts, we'll come back in and actually redo those. The other thing I wanted to do was, so iron 1, please. I forgot. That's iron 2. There we go. Iron 1. Iron 2. Select. Yeah, just so that we can have these marked as... These are iron ingots. So basically, we're going to separate this out into 4s. Out into 10. Sorry, 4 is going to be separated into 4 blocks, but they're going to be 10 each. 10 smelters each, because if we take our 750 and 750 times 10, obviously that's 7,005. 75 times 10. There we go, 750, and the Mark V belts are 780. So that'll be good there. And we'll just separate this out in 10. So let's do that. 750 as well. 750. So that's 4 belts of iron ore coming in. So we're gonna have to separate that. So let's go down 1 floor, and let's get our logistics hooked up here. So these are the inputs. The center ones are the outputs. So we'll have to make sure we get those correct. Now I think what I'm going to do is I might do what I did in the plastic factory, and let's up this by 2 meters to get it off the floor. I think that would be a really good idea. We got so much room down here, it's insane. So we can obviously spare. Hopefully we didn't go through the wall. I don't think we did, but if we did, oh well. But I don't think we did. Okay. So then what we're going to probably do is probably have these come down like this. Or should we have them come down the other way? Yeah, if we had them come down the other way, that might be better. Have them come down this way. This way there's walking room between here. But of course, if we have them come down this way, then all the belts in the center, and it's kind of like the plastic factory. The plastic factory was actually really nice. I might go with that slightly with that design here. So we'll do merger. Let's put the merger here and here, side by side like that, like we have in the past. So like that. And obviously we're gonna have like this. Oops, those mergers are going the wrong way. Nope, give me this. There we go. Alrighty, so now I finally have that going on. Don't know why the radio turned off, that was very strange. Oh right, the game crashed, that's right. I forgot about that. I actually forgot. The game actually crashed a little bit ago. That's alright though. Yeah. I was wondering, should I color code these? Nah. You know what, it's fine. Let's get the rest of these though. So I had to have 4 belts going through to our upstairs. Okay, so there's all that. So the iron ore is going to fully pull into this. So the way the train's going to work though, when it's getting the iron ore, is it's going to all end up. It's going to all end up at this front cart anyway, so I'm not worried about that. Oh wait, no, it's going to end up at the back car. Ooh. You know what? That's okay. We can fix this. We can fix this. I guess we'll just throw a splitter on this. Logistics. Let's throw a splitter on this. Conveyor splitter. Okay, so now that we've got that, now we can work on the next phase. Tink. Yeah, if you run into glass. Tink. Tink. It's like I'm slamming my helmet into the glass. It's hilarious. Yeah, now that we've got all this, you can see that we've got all of our lifts in place, we've got all of our splitters, all of our mergers. So the mergers are going to end up with the belts over here. And the reason I did it that way was so that I could then get the belt on the wall, because we're going to have to... so basically the way this is going to work is on this next floor here, or this next section, on the same floor as the smelters. Tink. Tink. Sometimes I do it on purpose, sometimes I do it on accident, but yeah, all these are all set. So on this same floor, we're actually going to be producing the pipes and the beams on this same floor. And then this is the reason I'm going to subsection the floor up here, is that up top here, above the constructors, are going to be all of our that's going to be all of our foundries. And all of our foundries are going to be, or they're going to be feeding down here to this. So that's why we kind of need the iron to go around, because the iron needs to go around, and then it needs to, we'll probably have the iron clamber up the side of the wall there, or maybe there, just wherever, just so it stays out of the way of the steel, because the steel needs to come down to this floor, and then from this floor it needs to go out as beams and pipes to the train station. So, we'll figure it out. We shall figure it out. Alright. So I know we are kind of running out of time here already. I mean, I decided to start making the episodes shorter because I seem to be getting more viewership through that. Maybe an hour is just slightly too much for people, so I mean that's okay. I don't mind doing slightly shorter. I'll just have to do more off camera in order to make real progress. So let's go ahead and do. Should we do the constructors next? I think we should. We need 20 constructors. I'm going to. The way I need to place these is going to be a little bit interesting. We got plenty of room, so I might do because I can't do 5 and 5 and then 10. That's just not going to work. It's just not going to work out that way. So, yeah, I'm just trying to think. How do I want to do this? Well, let's see. How many... So, I guess each side is going to be slightly different, huh? Actually, no, we can do 5 and 5. Okay, I'm just stupid. I was just being stupid there. Alright. Yeah, we can do 5 and 5. We can do 5 across, and then 5 again. So if we want our smelters there... Or, sorry, smelters, our constructors there. It's like this, maybe? Yeah, the steel beams and the steel pipes are going to be slightly different. So let's say the steel beam... Well, actually... Which way is the train stations going? Oh. Hold on. Alright, so what's the furthest train station? Pipes, okay. So we'll put pipes on this side, then. It'll just work out. It'll work out better. I do it that way. Okay, so these are going to be steel, select steel pipe. And fully overclock, of course. All these are going to be fully overclocked. Okay, we could give a little more room to the front of that, actually. Let's move these... Move these one closer. I guess it does depend as well, right? Alright, so steel pipe. This needs 75 steel ingots per minute. If it needs 75... So we need to split it up into tens. Okay. 1, 2, 3... Oh, wait. Five. No, we're good. As long as I don't hit the center, which I think I just did. Hold on. Let's do... Actually, might move these a little closer. Whoa! Hello! Good morning! Yeah, let's move these constructors a little closer. And then, yeah, what we'll do is we'll split it up like this. We'll actually have 2 spaces in the center. Whoops. I wanted to put that there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. That one's facing the wrong way for some reason. Who frickin' knows? 'Cause I sure don't. Okay, this is in the center, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a second. Am I thinking of this right? No, I'm not. Okay. No, we can't do... We can't do it like that. Line of 20, line of 20. I mean, we can do it this way, we just have to... We have to squeeze it together, essentially. And not that it really matters, all the merging and stuff's going to go on the bottom. But, I'm going to have to put it like this. has to. It has to go here, right up against there. I guess. Yeah, I guess you'll be able to walk in between. Yeah, that shouldn't affect. Yeah, you don't see it on the outside. Okay, no, that's fine. This is going to be a little bit funky right here. Right here in the corner. Something like that, maybe. Sorry about that. Ugh. That sickness still has hold of me, by the way. Okay. Don't know how I'm getting these wrong. Ah, that's what happened. Okay. They'll just have to immediately go downstairs. Like we'll have to put the lifts like immediately down, like that, down and up. Really? I pressed the F key, but it didn't register. Wait, we don't have to put them right up against the wall. We can move back one. Yeah, let's move back one. Alright, let me get a layout for both the pipes and the stuff and things. We'll see what happens here. Alrighty then, that took me a lot longer than I was anticipating, but I did manage to get it all done. Got all the belt, or all these going into the floor at least. Got all the power hooked up, got all the recipes set. So, you know, it's getting there, it's getting there. Gonna have to, let's see. What? It was black, right? Like we do black and then we do the faded red. There we go. And that's how we paint all these. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna paint them all the same, obviously. But that's a lot of steel pipe and steel beam gonna be going into this. It's gonna be nutty. Oh yeah. But unfortunately, I think we are kind of out of time for this episode. So I think with the painting of these, I am going to go ahead and leave it here. For now, anyway. So next time we'll continue to work on this steel factory. We still got quite a bit of work to do. Obviously, we got the logistics floor to think about, and then we've got the foundry floor to actually think about as well, the one that's actually going to be making our steel beams and pipes. We need to figure out how I'm going to bring the coal up through, which is probably going to be brought to the sides there. Get rid of that. And then, and whatnot. So, yeah, what I'm thinking is, how tall is this floor? 1, 2, 3? So let's let's do a steel floor like this. Maybe there. Just drag that right across there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right there. Yeah, we'll pull this steel floor all the way. Obviously, this is not correct. I forgot. The way this is built, I gotta build it correctly, but we'll worry about that next time. But for now, though, yeah, getting some pretty good progress in. We'll finish up the logistics floor, and then doing that, connecting it to the train station, and then we'll get those going, and then we'll bring the coal up through to the foundry portion of this whole factory. Bring those foundries down to these. We're probably going to put it in the same layout as this, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You know what we could do? We have enough room that we could do one foundry per machine, and then basically just separate it out that way, because we need 30 foundries for these 40 things, and I think if we did 40 foundries instead, and then just tune each foundry to each manufacturer, that actually might be a good way of doing it, having 40 foundries instead. Doing one per. Whoops. I think that might be a pretty good idea. But for now, though, like I said, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So next time we'll continue the work on this. But that's going to be it for now. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.